Keep it up and you'll be locked up.
Oh.
Is that what that jail thing is over there?
That's right.
She's very forceful about one.
I don't know what to get. I don't know.
Hey everyone, Dan and Leslie here, back again for another Disney dining review, and this time we are going to Whispering Canyon at Wilderness Lodge.
Yeah, so I'm really excited about this. We have never been to Whispering Canyon. We have been over to Wilderness Lodge and dined at other places over there, but not at Whispering Canyon. And I've always heard really great things. I'm pretty excited.
So I think the reason that we've never been there, we've been to a ton of Disney restaurants, but number one, Wilderness Lodge is a little bit out of the way. And if you're not staying there, it does take some intentionality to get there because you're either going by bus or you're driving, Ubering, or possibly taking a boat from the Magic Kingdom, none of which is just super convenient. It's not just like walking over to Chef Mickey's or something from Magic Kingdom. The other reason is that, well, there's a couple of reasons, for me at least. This restaurant, how do I put this? So even in their marketing, it says that the waiters treat the guests with a little bit of sass.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that more here in a minute. The third thing is that just the menu choices, I think for us, I think we lean a little bit more toward the other options at Wilderness Lodge, and it's just our preference. So like if it's just the two of us, we're probably more going for a lounge. So they have two fantastic lounges there, Territory Lounge and then Geyser Point out there on the water, which is phenomenal. And they also have the Artist Point experience with Snow White and the Evil Queen. That one's pretty fun.
On their menu, they have options where it's an all you care to enjoy option. So you can select different platters. And interesting, you can actually get breakfast at lunch as well, which is very intriguing to me.
And you can get lunch at breakfast.
Yes. So, and then they also have a la carte items. So you could just order entrees. So we don't really know, like, if one of us picks the all you care to enjoy, do we both have to pick it? Can we pick multiple all you care to enjoy selections because they're all the same price? So that's a lot of what I'm mostly intrigued about today is kind of figuring out their menu a little bit more and what I can and cannot do.
I think a lot of emphasis on this is going to be on theming and ambiance. And then for the food, I'm not sure it's going to be quality so much because it is all you care to enjoy, but we will. I mean, we'll rate quality, but a lot of it is going to kind of revolve around how you do this restaurant. And something that we don't talk about a lot, or haven't in the last two videos, is price, because Disney restaurants, table service especially, tend to be a little pricier. But relatively speaking, this restaurant is a fantastic value.
Yes.
Breakfast and lunch, those options, just glancing over the menus, look identical. So you can get like a rib chicken platter for breakfast, or you can get the eggs Mickey waffles platter for lunch.
Not really a rib for breakfast kind of girl.
But they're $24, all you care to enjoy. $24 a person, and you can have as much as you want. And it comes with the dessert. So that's another thing. Like, we're not having to choose a dessert. I think everybody gets the same apple pie. So that's pretty interesting as well. And then dinner is still reasonably priced at $36 a person. And then for dinner, you can choose, again, several different skillets, but it's more like brisket and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So anyway, I am intrigued. I'm ready. I'm very interested in how sassy they get.
Okay, so we should just touch on this going in. So I am not a huge sass person when it comes to a waiter. I would prefer them to just get me my stuff and then make sure my drink is filled up, and that's it. That's why we haven't been to 50's Prime Time over at Hollywood Studios, because they treat you with a little bit of sass too. So we'll wait to report on that, but I'm gonna try to get some of it on video. I try not to film the waiters too much because I'm not sure they want to be, but this is more of kind of
I feel like they do here.
Yeah.
I feel like they expect to be recorded.
This is more entertainment, so I'm gonna try to get some of them on video. So we'll see how it goes.
We'll see.
All right, so let's do this.
Okay.
Howdy friends, how are you doing?
Hi.
How
Good,
are
how
you?
are you?
Good, thank you. My name is Nikki. I'm going to be your server this afternoon.
Okay.
Sometime today. I don't even know what time it is. Here's some straws.
Thank you.
Listen, I just let it go. All right, I'm going to sit right here and take your order. What y'all want?
Are you doing a definition
video? Yes, I am. I'm looking at my good side. I'm trying to be like Snooki, you know? Yeah. So, tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
What are you gonna get?
That hurt this side, sir.
It's interesting. They are sassy, but not really. I don't know. It doesn't bother me. Is it bothering you?
It's a lot of interaction for me. But I'm dealing with it okay.
We're gonna have to bring the kids back here because they would eat this up.
All right, so I feel like we need to at least get one skillet just so we can. I want the breakfast skillet.
Which breakfast skillet?
Okay, there's two breakfast skillets. There's a Heritage, which has buttermilk, cheddar biscuits, and sausage gravy, scrambled eggs, country potatoes, smoked bacon, pork sausage, and Mickey-shaped waffles. That sounds great. What's the other one? Oh, it has oatmeal, fresh fruit. No, that's too healthy for here. It's too healthy. So I'm getting the Heritage.
It all sounds really good. I think I'm gonna get the lighter side because the platter that looks the best to me is actually the one that has the sausage, gravy, and biscuits, and that's the one you're getting. He's gonna do that one, and I'm gonna do the lighter side breakfast, and then.
Sounds good. It's got like an egg white frittata.
Yeah, but if we each get one of the skillets, then we can share and mix and match.
I got the bourbon sweet tea.
And I got the jacked up mimosa.
Can't even taste the bourbon. Tastes like sweet tea. So this mimosa is on the rocks, which is a little different.
Yeah, that's tasty though.
So that I can, I just taste like the champagne. Let me try it through this straw. Okay. That I just taste like mainly just orange juice.
I know, I need to stir it up.
I don't know if it's weak or, I mean, it can't be weak. It's got 151 in it, right?
Grand Marnier.
Oh, Grand Marnier.
Appetizer for your lighter side. It is fruit, muesli, and yogurt. And then we have ketchup, butter, and syrup over here.
Okay.
And breakfast will be out momentarily.
Thank you.
I got a little muesli and some fresh fruit and some yogurt.
How is it?
That's quite tasty.
Oh, thank you.
And we have a lighter side for you, ma'am.
Thank you.
You guys enjoy.
Thank you.
So what is on that platter?
Looks like a frittata, Mickey waffle, sausage, and I think it's turkey sausage and turkey bacon, and then potatoes. You got potatoes, waffle, and you have scrambled eggs instead of the frittata, and then biscuits and gravy.
I'm excited about the biscuits gravy.
Yeah.
I'm starting off with the biscuits and gravy. So you have turkey sausage and turkey bacon on there, right?
Yes.
It's been a long time since I've had biscuits and gravy.
Is it good?
That is real good. That biscuit is superb. I feel like the rest of this is pretty standard fare.
Yeah.
Bacon's good, crispy. So the price point on this restaurant is really, I mean, because it's kind of entertaining. I will admit, I like it. So far, we'll see what happens. When if you go to a character restaurant, it's $42 minimum for a character all you can eat. Same food. So I think this is a great bang for your buck. If you're staying here, absolutely, I'd say do this for sure.
That's really good.
That is, honestly, this is one of the best biscuits and gravy I've had in a very long time.
That is really good.
Frittata, okay.
Yep.
It needs salt, a lot of salt. It is not seasoned at all. It's good, but it's the standard same breakfast that you can get anywhere on property.
I'm so impressed that you think it's entertaining.
I do. I have a mini waffle.
Almost tastes like they used a different batter, or like it's a different syrup or something.
It has like a vanilla flavor
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah, that's delicious.
So we got the chocolate cake with berries and ice cream for the dessert. It looks fantastic. Is it good?
That's perfection.
So it was a choice between this and apple pie. I'm very, very glad we got that. That was phenomenal. That was interesting.
Before we get into Whispering Canyon, if you want expert help on planning your next vacation, please reach out to us over at fantasticalvacations.com. We have lots of wonderful agents, and you can read their bios, or you can just fill out a quote request and we'll get back with you.
Okay, so it wouldn't have been my first choice as far as environments, but they were interesting.
Yes, they really hit it out of the park, I feel like, on the theming and the ambiance of just being sassy. They were sassy with each other. They kind of, I think they could feel out what guests they could be sassy with, because I noticed that they didn't do it to everybody.
What is she looking at?
I don't know. They didn't do it to everybody, so I think that they kind of feel out who they can be ornery with, right?
Yes.
So,
Hello, princess.
Showing up to the resort, again, it's in Wilderness Lodge, which is themed wonderfully. So it's very, very similar to Animal Kingdom Lodge. Very, very high ceilings, gorgeous.
Yeah.
Even as you're walking up to the resort, you see like reindeer or like large elk like prints,
Yeah,
like tracks
in
in
the-
the concrete that they have put there. So I think theming for the overall resort is fantastic.
Yes.
That continues into the restaurant, which is right off the main lobby of Wilderness Lodge Resort. So I think that theming is superb.
yes.
I think one thing, because we'll get to service, I think service in this case is separate and apart from the way that the waiters and waitresses interact with guests.
Yes, yeah. The first thing she did was she threw straws at us. Like, she just kind of threw them at the table. She sat down at one point, like a few feet away from us while she was taking our orders. It was fun. It made it entertaining.
If you ask for a refill of water, they bring like this giant mason jar with just a straw sticking out of it. So I think that is part of the theming and ambiance, and not necessarily the actual service, which we'll get to. But I think theming and ambiance, we rated it a
5.
A 5.
Yep.
It was spectacular. I think the boys would love to
my
go
gosh, they would
and
love it.
interact. I found myself having a fairly good time talking to the waitress, so she even kind of drug me into the whole story and theming a little bit. So I think that was great.
Diving into service next. So this was, while she was superb in, the banter and the back and forth and all of that, everything came out fairly slow. I would say this one is probably closer to a 4. On
4.
the service
Yeah,
side of it.
4 is fair.
she was good, just not like over and above.
4 on service
Yeah.
because it wasn't horrible, but it could need some improvement there. Drinks.
So, I don't think that this is a place that's like known for their drinks. Kind of felt like I probably actually wouldn't have just ordered one even had we not been doing this dining review, and I felt like I needed to review the drinks, and they weren't great. I got a jacked up mimosa, which had like a shot of Grand Marnier on top of it, and it was very watered down. It was like $16.50. I just felt like it was, while the food was incredibly reasonably priced, I felt like that was way overpriced.
I had a sweet bourbon tea, which apparently had bourbon in it. I never tasted it, which I guess is a good thing and a bad thing. I know it wasn't a strong drink because I couldn't even taste any alcohol in it. Yeah.
Anyway.
Drinks, not so much. So
It's probably 2.5.
2.5.
Yeah.
2.5 is fair.
Yeah.
And then finally is food, which the food was decent, but it's the standard stuff that you
Right.
can get anywhere on property. And so they did have a couple specialty items, like the lady next to us got avocado toast and a bison burger, and those both looked fantastic, but that's not really what they're known for. So we wanted to try this for our first time, getting kind of what they're known for with these all-you-can-eat skillets. And so we each got a different skillet. I got the traditional breakfast skillet, and then we were there for lunch, but I wanted breakfast.
And I got the one that was like a lighter fare. So it had yogurt, some fruit. It had like this muesli stuff, like kind of overnight oats.
Potatoes and the eggs were nothing to write home about. They were fine. They weren't like overdone or anything. The bacon, the first round of bacon, because bacon is one of the things that I asked for more of. The bacon, the first came out, the 2 pieces were perfection. They were great. They were crispy. They were awesome. The next couple pieces that came out were soggy, hadn't been cooked enough. So I'm going to call that a wash. The Mickey waffles and the Biscuits and Gravy were the standouts, and they were very good.
There's something in that batter for the Mickey waffles, because if you think, oh, I've had Mickey waffles on property, whatever, they're just waffles. There was something in their batter that was different. It almost had like a vanilla flavor or something in it that made them so good. They were probably the best Mickey waffles I've had on property.
I think your frittata wasn't good.
It was not great. So because it was like standard fare, I think we originally talked that we would rate it a 3. But because just the extra little difference in those Mickey waffles, and then how good the biscuits and gravy was, And then we actually ended up getting a chocolate cake at the end.
Which was not included. I was of the impression that you get this all you care to enjoy meal and the dessert was included. It was $9 to get this chocolate thing.
And it was very, very good. But
it was very good.
I didn't need it, that's for sure.
I was full, yeah.
Yeah. With all that said, because of the little added like how good the biscuits and gravy and the waffles were, we decided that we would go with a 3.5.
3.5. All of that together, our overall rating is a 3.75 out of 5.
Yeah.
But 3.75 I think is very fair. I think overall that pretty much sums it up for me. It's above average. I also do want to touch on it one more time that the price point is very, very good for this restaurant.
Very reasonable.
I think had we not gotten drinks, which we wouldn't normally, and knowing that the dessert is extra, not getting that, it would have been extremely reasonable.
Yes.
At $24 for an all-you-can-eat meal for both of us. I mean, we would have been out of there with $60 after tip, or maybe $65 or whatever it is. But that's actually really reasonable for all-you-can-eat on Disney World property in a deluxe resort.
Yep, absolutely.
That's our review, 3.75 out of 5. Join us next time. We are going to do these once a week until we get through all the Disney table service resorts, and then we're going to move to maybe Universal, maybe quick service. I don't know, but we're going to keep doing these for a while.
Yeah, so until next time.
We will see you on the next video.